All right, welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of the Subscription Podcast. I'm Paul Chambers.
And I'm Chris George.
And this is where we talk about everything subscription, and this is the world we live in every day. Absolutely love subscription.
You do?
Yeah.
I think I kind of do too.
Listen, okay, so today we're going to be talking about a couple awesome things. We're going to be talking about Frontier's Go Wild Pass, which is not what you think it is. It's not your pass where you can go wild.
But it is kind of a wild pass.
There's a lot of different ways we could go with that.
Yeah.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up, the old BFCM. That is in our very near future here. This episode is being recorded just before Thanksgiving. We're talking about rising streaming prices, and I identified something crazy the other day with my Hulu subscription. We're going to dive into, we're just see what's going on with Elon and Twitter. Yeah. I called him the other day. So I'll give you some of the feedback, things he's telling me.
He already told me to have you stop calling him.
And then streaming bundles. I'm going to tell you about an email I got from BarkBox, and then I'm going to ask you a crazy question at the end.
Bet.
All right.
But I want to be honest. I looked at this 35 seconds ago.
I know.
And one of the things said, what Black Friday deals do you like? And I don't know a single one, but I'll talk about it.
Okay. All right. Let's talk first about Frontier's Go Wild Pass. This is kind of a subscription a little bit, but this is an annual subscription that they're offering for you to not get on the plane and go crazy.
Fly unlimited, right?
But fly unlimited.
But is it really called the Go Wild Pass?
It is called the quote Go Wild Pass.
The restrictions are kind of wild.
They are, but I don't think that's what it right. It means fly as much as you want for this, and the way it works is it's $5.99 annually if you get it in a certain time frame. If not, then it's $2,000 a year, and I think it renews at $2,000 a year. So the $5.99 is introductory price for the whole year.
But you have to book within 5 days?
The day before.
Day before, and you can get kicked off, I heard.
I think you can get booted, and then...
But what's the booting thing? Is there a gray area? Is it
I don't know. I don't know if you're the standby on there or whatever it is. And you have to pay taxes and applicable fees. So let's say it's another $60, $70 probably.
You get to pick your seat?
Probably not. I don't think you get any of those things.
Have you ever been on a Frontier plane?
Yeah, it's like Spirit. The worst experience I ever had was flying out to my brother's wedding in Colorado. My twins... were 4 years old, and Parker was 3 months old, and we flew Frontier from Detroit and had a layover in Colorado to get to Bozeman, Montana, and we missed our connecting flight because of a bad storm here and got stuck overnight in Colorado, and it was a terrible experience. Made it to the wedding. My brother's wedding. I had to make it, but a 3-month-old and twins, and my wife was a saint. It was unbelievable. But it wasn't a good experience. It's like flying Spirit. It's
I've never flown Frontier.
And this is why I think this isn't going to go great for them. A lot of different airlines have done subscriptions in the past, but here's the problem with this is it's too complex. There's too many caveats to it. A good subscription is about a relationship, building a relationship with the customer. Do you think this is actually doing that?
No, for them it's they're probably just money grab, value play. I don't know.
Do you think they're trying to just fund their? Why would you do this then?
There's probably a better way to do it.
How would you do it?
So I'm Frontier? Or
if
I'm any airline?
Okay, let's I don't know. It could be 6 and a half dozen other, right? Because you could build a good play for any airline or Frontier.
I'd have to be looking at some data in regards to how much people are flying, or how much data is around how many people that book last minute flights, right? So let's say that I'm in a business where I do travel a lot. I need to go to New York fairly often. Mm-hmm. This could be valuable because I know that I could book a flight tomorrow to New York if I needed to go to New York. I feel like
this only works if you're single. Could you imagine if I said to my wife, hey, I'm going to go to New York tomorrow? She'd kill me.
Oh, for work.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not saying, but for work. So, I always thought Delta probably could put a really good subscription play together. Frontier, if they're trying to change it up, they got to provide other value.
Right.
And I would rather there be a subscription around almost exclusivity and benefits versus a value prop. Meaning okay, let me give you an example. For $50 a month, you're top on the list for upgrades. You get access to a lounge. Mm-hmm. You get discounts off all bookings.
Not a bad deal.
You maybe get, I don't know, free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Put together a package where even if I don't fly that month, I don't feel I lost out because I might fly 2 times the next month.
Yeah.
I'm getting this other ancillary value, and it's a smaller amount. I think you could build something around that.
So something for your most loyal flyers is you start to look at the data and see who are my most loyal customers? Who do I want to build a stronger relationship with and do something?
And
there.
if like, look at me and you are Delta 95% of the time, right?
Yeah.
That might make us 100.
Yeah.
Or if somebody's 80, it might make it 100.
Would it push me to fly more? Maybe if there's some benefit. If I got a discount on the tickets I was booking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Discount, always discount.
Yeah, that's a good deal. 20% off or something like that.
Yeah, 10.
You can bake that into the price.
10 even.
10. That's not going to move.
Why? Flights are $400 and $500. Just paid the $50.
So British Airways launched their subscription. I tried looking at it before we started the episode here. It's
called Avios.
Avios.
Yeah, I looked it up before you did. I studied the prep sheet.
It's super confusing. First of all, you studied none of the prep sheet. Also, let the record show, despite the glasses, it's not enhancing anything. I've got the glasses on today.
You're not as cool as me. Wait.
So the British Airways thing is
like a question.
Miles and
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not like you. I can't afford the Delta Sky Lounge. How do you get that from your credit card? Can you pay monthly to have that access?
There's a couple different things. You can pay annually for the executive membership, which gives you 3 people in there. And then
you had Amex.
You had this before with your Amex Platinum, and then you canceled the credit card like a
because I couldn't
idiot.
afford it.
No, it paid for itself. This is the most mind-blowing thing.
Okay, we don't even talk about this. Yeah, I take advantage of the wrong things all the time.
Because you get the check back. Anyway, we're not getting
Anyways,
into that
I'm saying, can you just pay a monthly fee to have access to the lounge?
Yes, you can. It's an annual fee.
With Delta directly.
$5.95 annually, I think it is.
To Delta.
Correct.
Yeah,
yes.
See, that's what I would change.
What?
I'd have a monthly and an annual. I'd have a monthly option that also included these other perks.
Yeah.
Maybe it included like free upgrade, free checked bag, free Wi-Fi. Now it's like $80 a month. And I just increased LTV by 40%.
Not a bad idea.
So sorry. Go back to your.
That would be your Black Friday deal. You'd roll that like that's.
My Black Friday deal would be like first year 50% off. Get more people in the lounge.
Yeah.
And then the lounge is
okay. I think as much as airlines continue to try subscription, I don't think they're doing it right. I don't think they've honed it in yet on. I don't know. They're just trying to offer things that aren't there just yet.
Yeah. They got to come up with more value.
Well, once they listen to the podcast here, they'll start listening.
Or you have you know how they have the movies on there?
Yeah.
You could have 2 levels of premium and regular as a subscriber.
I like how you just got super serious about.
You got premium.
It got super serious when you started talking about the movie selection on the plane.
Yeah. So what about the British Airlines subscription?
It's way too confusing. It's not even worth talking about because you get miles, you get up to the next tier. I couldn't understand it. And that's the problem when you do something like that is if it's too confusing, people aren't going to buy into it, I don't know.
All right, well, let's talk about Black Friday. Hey, Paul, what are your favorite Black Friday Cyber Monday deals that you saw?
No, here's what I wanted to ask you on this. Here's what I had Chris add this in here because we always, when we were running Gentleman's Box, we tried a whole bunch of different things. One of my favorite things we ever did was the deal of the day leading up to BFCM.
That was good.
That always worked.
Forgot about that.
And
10 days of deals.
Yeah, 10 days of deals. And it was a new offer every day. We would utilize previous inventory to help with specials and promos. And we do something like the Thursday email would be like 10 pairs of socks for $10. Mm-hmm. And you had to get them. So then you got people in the habit of paying attention to your emails, looking out for them. And it didn't become white noise at that point. It became excitement. So I really enjoyed doing that. I always thought that worked well. But we always found when we get into it, we do an email where it's like $10 for your first box. And that cohort always churned very quickly. And that's the challenge with subscription on BFCM. Yeah. I don't know, like
BFCM, we saw the most success with discounts on gift subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
People are buying gifts. Here's the thing about that. Typically, subscriptions are for personal. There's some that are for gifts, but most times you're signing up for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And people are shopping for others right now. And they're looking for things for themselves too. I shouldn't say that. Black Friday they are. But like I would rather do a heavy discount on a gift subscription where I broke even or made a little bit
Why though? If somebody else is buying for somebody else, because that was always the challenge of converting people into. We always had this issue of converting people who were receiving the gift into subscribers
we did it better,
down the
though.
line.
You just got to be smart about how you do it.
How do we do it better?
We had an insert in the final box with a discount to get them to sign up.
What was the conversion on that?
I don't recall, but it was free acquisition. There was no cost.
True.
Right. Also, making sure you got the Gifties email. You got them to do an email drip series.
Yeah.
So we converted, right? But when you do a $10 first month, you have that huge churn in the beginning. You paid for those customers, a bunch of them churned. I think we cohorted it out one time, and it did become profitable. It was like so small.
It was bad.
I think the best move is free gift with purchase, heavy gift.
So that's what we talked about with Liam last time. He's, I love how he calls it the Hoover. You get the Hoover included in there. It's the robotic vacuum. And so they're doing the camera right now, and then now they're going into the vacuum as part of their pet subscription. And we're seeing more of that. BattleBox is doing that too, aren't they? Where you get like the gift on the
I'm
purchase.
sure. That's the best move because you could put $100 gift that might cost you $10. Right, so $100 value. Your cogs are 10. The customer now signed up for a subscription, got $100 free gift. And it was a $40 subscription. It was only a 25% CAC versus a 50% CAC if you did like a 50% Black Friday.
Is a better way to do that to do something like along the lines of Jay Myers from Bold. He talks about the subscription death curve and referrals and throwing somebody a deal if they throwing somebody that gift if they refer somebody in.
Not for Black Friday, but
yeah, not for Black Friday.
But in general, yeah, hell yeah. Refer somebody and you and them both get this free gift. That's a great referral program.
Because then your CAC on that is only the cost of 2 of those gifts, right? And you're building that. They're likely to stay longer because they're gonna know they're people that are interested in it.
The problem with Black Friday too and Cyber Monday is like Black Friday just keeps starting earlier and earlier. So I think like one day it's gonna be starting like in October.
And pretty much does already.
Yeah. And then like you got Cyber Monday and it's like what you gotta offer different deals for each day. And
see, I don't get excited about it anymore because I feel like you're right. Like the pricing is already discounted.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jen sent me something the other day. She's like, "Oh, I hope my daughters don't listen to this yet." Like, "Oh, look at these AirPods we could get for Allie and Morgan. The price is $50 off. Should I get them?" And I look everywhere else on the web, and it's already like all the other places are the same thing: Target, Amazon, everybody else.
Does Lego have a Black Friday?
Oh my gosh, the gift with purchase is really good right now. You get it stacks. If you go over $200, you get a tribute to Lego House, and then you get.
But what's the Black Friday? Remember that you said the scratch offs with the discounts on them?
I don't think they do that, but they're doing stuff with their VIP. By the way, we should talk about Lego in a little more depth sometime because they've reworked their VIP program over the years to really be solid.
And we should convince them to start Lego Crate, which I own LegoCrate.com if you're watching.
You do, which you can never do anything with because of
it's like weird. Somebody owns a landing page on my own URL.
Oh, that's so strange.
Is it you?
I don't know.
Is it you?
No, I don't have.
There's a landing page on LegoCrate.com that I did not make.
Baloney. You for sure set that up.
I swear on my life I did.
You didn't?
No.
Then you definitely lost that domain name.
No. It's been like this since I bought it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
You must be redirecting.
Lego should have a subscription.
Oh, for sure.
They would crush.
What would you put in Lego subscription?
Crush skulls.
What would you put in the Lego subscription? How would you build that out?
Sets that are not released anywhere else.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Vinyl Me Please.
There'd be sets you only get through the subscription.
Things? Oh my gosh. How do they not have this already?
I don't know. I asked some people and I tried to ping 10 of them on LinkedIn. Nobody wants to listen.
So here's what I want our loyal listeners to do out there.
Tag Lego.
Tag Lego.
Tag Lego.
We have to know somebody at Lego.
Whoever tags Lego, we're going to pick one person to get a free ticket to Subsummit.
We'll consult for free on it. No.
No.
In exchange for some Lego sets.
No, I need a piece of revenue. Fine.
I'll do it for a Lego set.
I'll do it for Lego sets. I could build that in my sleep.
I know.
Actually, Lego, if you're watching in 48 hours, we could have it running me and Paul.
Done.
48 hours running.
Crush it.
I'll just send out one email. Yeah. And you'll have 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, it's done.
Your stock will go. They're not stock. They're public. You guys are private. Oh my God, even more reason to do it.
Yes. Next level.
And then all we need you to do is build our office out of Legos.
I would take one of those corner things, like the corner of the
I think
wall.
we should have a whole Lego room. I want the walls.
We could do that.
We could like build off the walls.
Yeah. Okay. So our price just went up a little bit. So
I mean,
Lego
we're about to
sets
make
and
the
a Lego room.
millions.
Oh, geez. It'd be like
No, on like 100,000 subscribers within 2 weeks.
Easily. Yeah, it would crush it.
Yeah.
They for sure need us. I love the exclusive access onto that.
Like Lego, just so we're clear, like we are the only ones that would know how to do this.
Yeah, nobody else could do this
For sure.
but us.
And I own LegoCrate.com. If you want to buy it from me,
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Or I'll trade it to you for free if we are on the build.
So why do you think they haven't started a subscription yet? Because it's painfully obvious that they could do well with it.
It would thrive.
That there are great perks. Maybe they're working on one. Maybe they have one in the background.
I've noticed a lot of these big retail brands don't know how to build it.
No.
We saw it with Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
We've seen
And
with
they ended up they gave up and just acquired Adore.me.
Yeah, they didn't give up. They just didn't listen to us.
I understand that, but like,
yeah,
rather than build their own, they just bought one.
Bought Adore.me. Yeah, but we were talking to them 4 years ago.
Right.
So there's too many these retail brands. Look, we know this, and those that are watching, or if you don't know a lot about subscription, it is a very different business model from typical e-commerce.
Yeah.
And every element of it is about building an experience you can't get on a retail level. Now, Lego can't have a lot of excuses because they have an online presence, they have a retail presence, so there's no reason. It's not going to take away from online sales. If anything, it's going to enhance the experience with the customer.
Right.
They're also able to use the subscription to give more, essentially free marketing to more upcoming sets. Like they send you a little magazine in the mail every month, right?
Yeah.
Like you can eliminate that.
And there's people who started Lego-like subscriptions, right? Brick Loot.
Yeah, and they do well.
Yeah, they've done really well, and there's a couple others out there.
Should we start
Popcorn Crate. I like.
Really? No, we don't have time.
I know that. I love.
Maybe it'll get them to do it.
Yeah, let's just stick to the consulting side of the business when they hire us to get our Lego room with Lego sets.
Yeah.
So like, all right, so let's shift away from physical commerce for a second and let's talk about streaming, because I discovered something crazy the other day. I've been trying to be a little more cost conscious lately. I've been making lunches here in the office instead of buying lunches.
I noticed that.
It's way cheaper. I've got it down to like about $10 per lunch.
When are you gonna include me? Do I want to pay for half of them?
I don't think but then I gotta like figure out what you like, and I like.
No, I like turkey sandwiches.
Fine, I'll start making a turkey sandwich.
I'll pay for half the groceries.
I'm not worried about the money. It's just for me, it's about like the efficiency part of it and seeing if I can do better.
My DoorDash credit card.
I don't want to know. I want to know what you spend annually on DoorDash.
$1,000 a month minimum.
Do you have the Dash Pass?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you're
$1,000 a month.
That's crazy. So listen, I logged into my Hulu the other day because I got an email from them saying like, oh, by the way, we're raising prices a small amount. And then I also saw an Instagram post about like the rising streaming prices out there. Netflix is going up, HBO is going up. Everybody like it's a couple bucks, but that adds up.
Oh, yeah.
Another $5-10 on your credit card.
Apple Music, $9.99 to $10.99. I was thinking about it. How much are they making on that day?
Millions, like millions. They have millions of subscribers, millions of dollars,
and like
just by like $1.
And no one's canceling.
And hundreds of millions for Netflix, right? And Disney when they raise it, hundreds of millions of dollars. So I log into my Hulu and I look in the back end. Turns out I'm not only subscribed to Hulu with the live TV or the DVR, I'm also paying for HBO Max through Hulu, Showtime through Hulu, and Starz through Hulu. Mind you, I already have HBO separately. I borrow Showtime from my friend.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we watch on Starz. So either like something came up, it's like starting your free trial of this, and my kids or my wife hit okay, and nobody ever told me and ever canceled it out. And I'm paying $120 a month to Hulu.
You should go to YouTube TV.
I should. But but my argument is like, and I guess like I should monitor my emails and stuff, but all of a sudden I feel like we don't log in enough to like watch those things.
True Bill's for.
And see it. Yeah, well, Rocket Money.
Rocket Money, yeah.
No. I don't know. Like it's interesting, and we're going to get into this like cable TV era now where you're mad at your cable company. I don't want to feel that way.
I heard someone say they think Netflix is going to be like gone. Here's their theory, and I'm not saying that I agree with it, but they were saying that Netflix pays their creative guy like $100 million a year to like come up with all the shows and the original series.
Yeah, they spend a ton on original programming,
right? And they do that to get like 2 billion views or whatever, right? And then they said YouTube, who has like shows like Joe Rogan, and so pay $0.
Yeah.
And they get 2 billion views.
Yeah. So the number one social media platform, we've talked about this before, amongst teens and preteens, is YouTube.
Not TikTok?
No,
come on.
Preteens, my kids, and
preteens
and teens, right, and like younger teens, is YouTube for sure. Because a lot of the parents don't allow their kids to be on TikTok. I don't allow my kids to be on TikTok, and there's some that do, but either way, they can all be on YouTube, and they can watch this. It's the same content now with YouTube Shorts. YouTube for sure, hands down, is going to be, unless something else comes along, and it's entirely possible. But you're right. There's a ton of great content out there on YouTube. I was thinking the other day, like, what if Netflix emailed me and said, "Hey, we noticed you haven't been watching in a couple weeks. We're going to pause your subscription."
Won't happen. What they should do is send you an email. I noticed you haven't been watching. Here's some new great shows that you would like based on what you liked in the past.
Smarter.
Yeah, it's the glasses.
But what if it doesn't work? I don't get in. And what if they did? They proactively paused my subscription.
Won't happen.
Why not?
You own Netflix. Are you doing that?
I don't know. Would it create better customer relationship?
I mean, I don't think that they have customers leaving.
Would I be? But like,
what are you solving? Because you as a customer didn't cancel your own subscription? You're going to be like, oh my God, they were so nice to me. They paused it for me and I'm going to come back? No,
but maybe. Would I be happier?
Would you create a better relationship on the record and say you would never.
Never go back?
You would never do that. You ran Netflix.
Where does that work? Does that work anywhere? Does it work with anything? You know, like, we notice you're not using this, we're going to pause it.
Gym membership.
Yeah. And then I feel guilty. I'm like, oh, thank God I was going to cancel that anyway.
You know, you won't want to be healthy. We're going to pause this for you because you're not being healthy.
Yeah, we looked at your Facebook profile and you look like you're putting on weight, so we're going to pause this.
Yeah.
So along those lines, BarkBox emailed. Jen got the email, and then she forwarded it over to me because she handles the BarkBox in our house. They emailed, and the subject line of the email, I've got it right here, from Matt Meeker, who we've talked to Matt before about coming to speak at Sub Summit, and it just didn't work out in the past. Matt, you got to come back this year.
That's a cue.
Sub Summit 23, May 31st to June 2nd, Dallas, Texas. Matt Meeker says, subject line, we'll, all caps, never increase prices for you and Piper.
Well,
right. And so it says,
screenshot that and save it.
I printed it and saved it, which is even better.
No, how is that better?
So it says, our typical emails addressing your dog, as I should, but we're going to tell you something important today. I want to be clear. As an active Bark subscriber, we will not raise the price you're paying for your Bark subscription.
They can raise it for new people.
As long as you're active.
Yeah.
Not now, not ever.
Yeah, because new people will raise it. They'll grandfather you in.
And if you cancel and go back,
you're paying the new price.
You made the commitment to us, and we're making it right back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, number one, this is crazy.
Why is that crazy?
What if I stay subscribed for 5 years and I'm a loser for them?
No, you're absolutely not a loser. Your LTV is still through the roof.
Okay. Now here's where it's actually not crazy. At the very end of the email says, one ask. Bark now offers food and dental products for your dog. We're very proud of them, and we'd love for you to give them a try and let me know what you think.
Smart. What a great email. Matt Meeker, what's his name?
Matt Meeker, CEO of BarkBox.
Matt Meeker, get to Sub Summit.
You have to be talking about this at Sub Summit.
Well, yeah, Matt, if you don't know, we built Sub Summit to help other people build really good businesses. You clearly know what you're doing. We need you there.
So I dove in, and I followed the links in here. First of all, like, it's brilliant because now they're keeping me around by giving me the price that is never going to go up, and I'm anxious about canceling it now. And the food is replenishable. Wow. Like, you're always going to need the food. And the dental thing too is smart too. It should be like a vet thing.
Think about this. When you go to cancel, it's going to say, are you sure? Because when you come back,
it's $5 more, $3 more, $2 more, $1 more, whatever it is. Yeah.
Get him on the show.
We for sure have to talk to Matt about this. I want the data behind it. It's got to work.
All right. You want to talk about your boy?
I didn't actually call Elon. I went to dial, and I know he's been so busy lately, so I didn't call him. Look, here's a quick update that I've followed on the internets. They put Twitter blue, the verification thing. They keep kicking the date of it because I think they're trying to figure it out. And I think a lot of it has to do with like the verification of real humans and stuff. I think they're going to get it with it. It's interesting that they're so much in the news lately. I have a full faith that Twitter is not going anywhere. They're going to be fine.
Didn't there some stat come out like they're operating just as efficiently with like 70% of the staff?
Yeah,
staff.
You don't need all those.
I saw a video.
Look, I'm not all about like laying people off. The thing is like there's still the Twitter hasn't changed much in 10 years.
No.
Tell me what's different about Twitter in the last 10 years. What were all those people doing all that time?
Well, there was a girl that made a TikTok about her day in the life at Twitter.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could probably find it, but she walked in, she made coffee, she went into a meeting for 30 minutes, did yoga,
right?
Lounged, did something else, had lunch, went home.
Yeah, sound about right.
Now, I don't know if she was making fun, like it was one of those days. Like I kind of believe that's like she was showcasing.
No, that's the Silicon Valley attitude. Come to Detroit and work.
Yeah, come
it's
here.
much different here.
Here we make you work and work, and then we serve you ramen noodle.
There's ramen in the kitchen, multiple flavors.
We unlock the handcuffs from your desk when you need to go to the bathroom.
Yep. You get 2 bathroom breaks a day.
2 bathroom breaks. You get 3 waters, but out of the tap.
Yep.
And if you want to pop or a soda, it's like $2.
It's overpriced.
We're just kidding.
Listen, all right. So we're going to wrap up the podcast here with 2 big questions I have for you today. Okay. Number 1, what do you think is the world's... I don't actually have the answer to this, so this is not like a question like, oh, I know the answer. Yeah. Who would you consider the world's biggest subscription brand right now? The world's biggest.
Whoa.
Right?
The world's biggest?
Yeah. I'll tell you where I'm going with this in a second, but I'm curious what your opinion is.
So who has the most subscribers?
I guess. Could be. Or maybe most potential. Who's the most potential? Netflix has like $250 million, right? Disney Plus is climbing.
Yeah, it's got to be like...
It's got to be Disney.
Or like Apple.
I mean, like, okay, so here's where I'm going with this, right?
Apple, right?
So Bob Iger is back at Disney. The chatter just saw on CNBC is that maybe he's looking for Disney to be acquired. And what's the only company in the world that can acquire Disney? Apple, who has enough cash and who would use those assets.
So this question worked perfect because I gave you the answer that led to your second question.
Well, I kind of walked you into it.
How did you walk me into it?
You
said Netflix, and I thought
I wrote Apple at the top of the paper. You didn't see. You saw it.
Right?
Wouldn't that be a crazy theory? Like, imagine how big of a subscription.
Oh, there's one other one.
Who?
Amazon.
Yeah, you're right. But Apple is more cash than anybody else. Like, Apple could buy Disney for cash.
Apple makes more sense.
It makes total sense. Well, Amazon would want them to. Well, no. Apple makes the most sense because, I don't know, Amazon want them to.
Hold on. How about Apple like digitizing the resorts and like using your phones for certain things?
Can you imagine as soon as you walk in, your Android would stop working?
Yeah, that's for sure. No, but you would walk in, it would track things
out there.
There's ways you'd use the phone to get access. It would track certain things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Apple, like...
Yeah, you walk in and...
I can't wait for Apple to own Disney.
Yes. You should buy Apple stock right now.
Yeah, I have some. And Disney stock.
I don't have any. Can I have some?
I guess some.
Okay.
Not a ton. So the one in college, I needed money, sold all of my Apple stock except for like 1 share. I always wanted to say I owned a piece of Apple. I had 1 share left at $16 a share. A decade later, I logged into my Ameritrade account and looked it up, and all of a sudden I had like 200 shares.
Does it split?
It kept like splitting and doing more things, and it's worth like
how much
$20,000 now.
Imagine if you kept all your originals.
I'm an idiot.
Nah.
Yeah, I need it. I put it towards like
that's a good buy.
Night or something.
Apple, if you want to buy Disney,
exactly.
If you want us to facilitate the sale for you guys.
Well,
apparently we're like diversifying. We have enough to do.
We should rename this the Subscription Profit Podcast.
The Subscription Profits.
Or it could
we're
be
the Subscription Profits.
I think that makes sense.
I think there should be a TV show that follows us around as we go to these businesses.
All right.
And teach them what to do.
All right, Subscription Profit. Last one for you for the day, and then we're going to wrap this up. If you were a billionaire, what subscription would you buy and fix? If you had like unlimited bank account, you're like, I see this one, I'm going to buy this one, and I'm going to fix it because it is not working well right now. It needs to be better. It could be a physical subscription. It could be a streaming subscription. It's a tough question.
Yeah. Because like right initially I go to like, what would I like?
Start there.
Right? Like, so what would I have fun?
Okay. Would you build one from scratch if you're a billionaire?
No.
Well, I feel like we already discovered it earlier in the podcast was Lego Crate.
Oh yeah. I'm buying Lego, the company. And I'm starting. There's your answer.
That is
Okay, so let me ask you the question.
Okay.
If you were a billionaire and you could buy and fix one subscription, what would it be?
For sure, Lego Crate.
Oh my gosh. It is, right? It really is.
I mean, yeah, I don't see
we'd have
any
fun
other
with
one.
it.
Oh my gosh, we would have so much fun.
I might build a really good Nike one too.
Nike had a subscription.
What
did they do wrong?
But I think they could build a better one.
Why did they cancel
Jordan.
that though? What went wrong with that?
I don't know if they necessarily canceled it. So I had good conversation with Dave around it, but actually I do know why. I don't think I'm allowed to discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But what would you do if you did a Nike subscription?
I'd have one around their new releases. So the membership would get you access to them. Initially, there's a lot of sneakerheads. Right? When you think about really good
Easy on the
really good subscriptions are ones that have good communities.
Yeah.
The sneakers have good communities. Sneakerheads.
Sneakerheads.
Yeah.
I heard a little swooshing sound there with your jacket.
What are you talking about?
That last one. All right. I think that's good for this episode today.
Aired before Thanksgiving or after?
Right around Thanksgiving-ish.
Well, happy
Bradley,
Thanksgiving.
Right? Yeah. For those
everybody.
of you, happy holidays. It's all
happy
the holidays in
happy
general.
Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, Small Business Saturday.
Yeah.
Cyber
So go out
Monday.
there, support those subscription brands for the holidays here as much as you can.
Is there anything on Subto with like, is the gift guide still
You got
on
the
there?
holiday gift guide on the Subto
go check
website.
out. There's some deals on there. Go check this out.
So if you're looking for great things to get, there's all sorts of different stuff in the gift guide. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll open a couple on the next podcast here and talk about and review them. If you like what we're doing, leave us some comments. We love getting those comments.
Tag Lego, please.
Our buddy Em Levintner wrote to us earlier today, said he's enjoyed the podcast. So thanks for listening, Adam. And then lots of other great fans out there. John Roman will start tuning in eventually.
Yeah. Supposed to be my friend.
Craig Milius, I know he's enjoying it. So appreciate it all. Thanks so much, and hit subscribe, like, follow, everything else that's out there. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Subscription Podcast.